So first we're gonna clean the stove. It was all these little particles in there, and I didn't want them to get down in the burner, so I was like, let me vacuum it. All right, guys. So today is corned beef hash for breakfast, and it's my first time having it. Y'all, he always forgets the camera's going. So now that everything is out, let's show you what we're gonna eat. Jalapeno cheddar grits, corned beef hash, eggs with cheese, shredded hash browns, and beef smoked sausage, skinless of course. Cheese for the eggs. And chicken broth. I use the chicken broth in the grits. That's what I use instead of water. So let's get the grits started. We're going to start with some chicken broth. We'll let that boil, and then we'll get the grits in and going. Once again, no measuring whatsoever. I'm terrible with this. Did y'all see our matching pajamas? I saw those on Amazon and I was like, we have to get some of these. He loves Marvel. So while we were on vacation, we just kind of had some twin hangout wear. But I thought they were really cute. First, we're gonna start the hash browns. I use a garlic flavored ghee to pretty much cook everything, but that's what I'm gonna sear the potatoes in. Then we're gonna add about 3 packs of the jalapeno cheddar grits. While I pour the grits in, I like to stir to reduce the clumps. I don't know if that really helps, but I found it to help. So, but we're gonna get that mixed in and get it and bring it to a boil. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep stirring this to make sure that the grits come out a little bit more smooth and less clumpy. Now I'm gonna add the potatoes in and let those sear. A little bit more chicken stock to thin the grits out as they cook. It was probably a little too thick. We're gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper. And a few more seasoning will go in now. I remembered I wanted to try this fry seasoning, so I put it on the hash browns, but it's typically for fries, but I feel like you can do it with any potato. Turned out really good. Hash browns are looking good. They're nice and brown. We're gonna let them cook a little longer. And we're making sure that the grits are still good and nice and thick. And they are, so we're gonna give them a little stir. All right, so we'll go ahead and get the corned beef hash going. I think I want to take the hash browns out first because I don't have a whole bunch of pans. So we'll get the hash browns out, but we'll go ahead and open up the corned beef hash to get it ready to go. So I'm adding a little cheese to the hash browns to give them a little pop. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and plate the hash browns. I'll put them in the microwave until it's time for the rest of the food to go on the plate.
You'll be pulling so hard you'll weigh close to 2,000 pounds. You're scoped. Within seconds, you'll be fired upon by enemy SAMs. You've all faced sustained. This is gonna take you.
Okay, so now we got the hash browns out of the way. We're gonna put the corned beef hash in, and we're gonna get it kind of cooked. I like to leave it in a little bit longer for it to crisp up a little bit. So we're gonna let that cook now. All right, let's go ahead and get the eggs cracked. If you can't tell, we love eggs. So we're gonna get the corned beef hash stirred up. I also have the beef sausage in the pan, getting that nice and dark. So we'll eat that along with the corned beef hash. So we'll go ahead and get the eggs mixed up and add in a little salt and pepper. Alright, so I want to go ahead and get that beef sausage out of the pan, so we'll put that on the plates. I'm going to let the corned beef hash cook just a tad bit longer, and then we'll get started on the eggs. Alright, so I put a little bit of ghee in the pan to do the eggs. I like to use the ghee because it's a very high cook point. So basically your eggs won't burn if the butter gets too hot. With normal butter, if the pan gets too hot, your eggs will actually burn. But with ghee, if the ghee gets too warm, well, it can get too warm basically. So I like that with eggs because eggs are very easy to burn. So but that's just a little tidbit of information. Also, I put a little bit of heavy whipping cream in the eggs and the grits. Eggs are a lot fluffier like that with the heavy whipping cream, and then the grits are a lot more creamy. Alright, so we got the eggs in the pan. We'll let those cook up and we'll add in a little cheese once they're close to being done. Can you open that door? Yeah, you can take the big one out. I guess it don't really matter if I get any heavier or not. What? It don't really matter. So we're getting our eggs cooked. They're getting nice and fluffy and just about ready for the cheese. Alright, so we're adding some cheese to our eggs. Gonna stir those up, get the cheese nice and melted. And then it's time to plate our eggs and our grits. And we're done. Time to eat, guys. All right, everything's plated. Final product, guys. Time to eat. Thanks for watching.